Welcome to another Pygamepi production. My name is Derek Hoyt, and this is Java video number 2. So I'm going to be showing you some stuff with variables today. One variable is a string, which is exactly what this is right here. It's called a string, but a variable is a little different. This is a string, but it's not necessarily a variable string. So there's a few different types of variables. There's int, Boolean, actually I'm going to put double over here, Boolean, so yeah, int, double, Boolean, and string. There's also arrays and chars, but I doubt you'll be using those. More than likely you'll only be using these in Ms. Taylor's programming class. In my videos I'll probably make more that will get a little more advanced, but I'll show those later if you want. And if people you people in Ms. Taylor's class want to look at my other videos, my YouTube channel name is Pygamepi, right there. So yeah, an int is short. Int is short for integer. An integer is a solid number, like 5, just a solid number, not like 5.6 or a fraction or anything. It's just, just a regular number. Those are what integers are, if you didn't know that. A double holds numbers like 5.6, ones that aren't solid, ones that need a special holding container in a sense, which is a double. A Boolean is a variable that always holds false or true, no matter what. It's either always false or true. Booleans are also they're also named just bools for short. It's just easier to say. In some programs you just have to type bool. And then a string is, of course, the same thing as right here, a string. And you would actually put parentheses and then type your sentence out. So yeah, let's make a few variables. So let's first make an integer, and after specifying what type of variable it is, in this case it's an integer, after that you name it, so num1. And then you have to set the value. Well, I guess you don't have to set the value. You can just put a semicolon and set it later. But usually in Ms. Taylor's class, you'll probably set it first. So let's just set it to 10. And so yeah, you just use equals 10. So num1 equals 10. And that'll set your variable to 10. So let's now make a double. So it's the exact same way, you just use double, and then let's do, we'll actually do db1 or double 1 equals 5.6. Sorry, someone was making some noise. So set your db1 to equal 5.6, and then do your semicolon. That's how you do a double. Remember, double is just like a decimal number, basically. In other languages, they're usually called floats. Float. I guess they also have them in here. Personally, I don't use them very often, but you'll definitely be using them in here because you'll have programs that do money stuff, and so you have to have your decimals. Anyways, so now let's do a string, and notice this one is capitalized and it's not blue. That's because it's not like a classic variable like int, double, boolean. It's actually an array. An array is a list, basically. Like if you write down a grocery list, it's, in a sense, that's what an array is. You don't really have to know about that in this Taylor's class. I'll probably get to that later in other videos that I'll make if I do other Java videos. A string is an array of chars. Char is it's short for character, which can be an A, a K, an S, symbols like $, percent, a tilde or whatever that thing's called. I forgot. No, well, that thing's called a tilde or something like that. Basically, a string is just a list of characters, that's technically what this is right here, just a list of characters. I doubt you'll be using character very much, so I won't really get into that, but you basically do it the same way like this, except I think you do it like that with this apostrophe thing is what they're called, but with a string. And so let's name our string. So let's name it sentence1 and then set equal to a string. So again, you'll need your quotes, apostrophes, whatever they're called. Can't remember. I wasn't very good at English. Anyways, and then just type your sentence out. My feet are stinky. They're not really. My brothers are way stinkier. Anyways, so yeah, so now we have an int, double, and a string. And actually, I do want to do a character. So I want to name it character1 equals Q. So anyways, and now you can actually print all of these out to your console. All you have to do is just get rid of this, and then in here you just type your variable name, num1, db1, sentence1, character1, whatever, and then you just run it. And then in your output, you get the run, and then you get the output, which we outputted num1, which is 10. So in our output right here, we get 10. So then if we do sentence1 and we run it, crap. My recording thing doesn't like me throwing things into the recording area. So as my feet are stinky. Again, they really aren't. You can do the same thing with db1. You run it, you get 5.6, which is what we set db1 to. And now with the character1, run it. Crap. Just a second. Oh, yeah, so we get Q. So yeah, that's basically variables. And again, just remember a few basics. You probably just have to remember int, double, and string. Oh, I didn't show a Boolean. Sorry. You probably will use Booleans. Boolean is true or false. I usually name mine like true, false equals, and then set it to false or true. And then if you put that right here and output it, it'll print false. So yeah, super easy. These top 4 are probably the only ones you'll be using in this class. So you just really have to, that's all you really have to remember. So yeah, super easy, basic, not too difficult. And for sure use system.out.println to print into the console. Console is right below this area. So yeah, I'll see you in the next